Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the bottom right side as the blue Malians, we have mYi.Anotand. On the left side as the red Ottomans, we have SAS, who's merely going for a military school, looks like it. Military schools do cost 100 stone, 50 wood, so one round of stone there, which will give enough wood or stone for the military school. Mining players, of course, going for the mining pit with some huts around it. This will, and likely the early spearmen from the military school can be very useful help denying this. Because of map generation, the mining player also has another small gold deposit there, so maybe a good idea to go with the Saharan trade network to keep this area secure. And that will, of course, also give him more advanced trade if he so chooses. Additionally, there's also another small stone deposit over here, so he will have access to 3 easy, safe mining camps. This, is that enough space for a house? That might be enough space for a house there, which the trading post there could give credence to another reason why to go to the Sultani Trade Network. Diagonally go down to, say, right here with the trading posts. And there's some natural foliage for that. Yeah, I'm starting to believe not the Monster Quarry, but the Sultani Trade Network would be very nice. But in this case, he is going for the Monster Quarry. Of course, without full map vision, you never really know. Right side the map, the wood deposit spawned a little bit backwards there, so you go for a really skinny base. It'll be relatively safe. Got the twin Middle East point of view. I know also I've been seeing the Sultani Trade Network more often recently, but this will of course give me some good, safe food at home. Enough for what, 4 villagers? But the rate of 1. In comparison, boar just got at 0.91, so the 4 villagers there collecting food will have better culture rate than even boar, but neither player in this map can collect the boar since they're Islamic. Eating pork is haram. We've got an archer range there, planned for a handful of archers to clean up this forest there. And we've got a javelin thrower, or not the javelin thrower, Donzo here. Donzo are slightly stronger than regular spearmen. Apparently once they get their hardened spearman research. Right now they only have +1 armor and the javelin thrower ability, but when they get their hardened spearman research, they get extra health. Yeah, extra health overall. 100 health. I think what spearmen usually have 90 health. Same damage though. 10 extra health and 1 extra armor can go a long way, especially versus spearman fights. Archer range here, stable here, going for some pahi. Military school, no additional military school just yet. Yep, blacksmith there. I was going to think it was going to be around here. That will probably in radius of the stable. Have another mining pit going on up. Since we do have a Ottoman player, let's back on out and select him. Let's see. One vizier was just consumed, went for Anton Hill, got a whole bunch of sheeple. Huh, with the sheep rebalancing. Yep, looks like the sheep are still the same model. So the sheep rebalancing, this actually received a nerf. Because beforehand, the sheep had 250 food in each one, but now they have 200. So this is 50 times 8 less food, which is what, 400? If my math is incorrect. Yeah, 400 less food. That's actually a significant amount. So this was actually nerfed in the last patch. I wonder if it was an oversight or intentional, because Ottoman's always been quite strong for 3 units. Spearmen do get a good volley there. Got a couple archers firing away. Got a couple javelin throwers. Javelin thrower Donzo's pretty standard composition. Another spearman does go down there. We got Spahi and the scout here. Scout here being charged by the Spahi. Oh, he actually has the fortitude there to quickly kill the scout. Which makes sense. After all, taking extra damage from a scout is not too big an issue. The extra attack speed will result in you doing more damage you take. Now we do have a mill here going on up. Was that deer deposit corralled over here? Either way. Oh, that could possibly be the distance. Yeah, I think it was actually partially corralled. Not bad, either way. He has, of course, the 2 mining pits here. He has 1 outpost going on up. Doggo getting some bites. Spahi and Scout push their way forward. Bit of damage there on that villager. 1 villager does go down. He has activated Fortitude. He only take increased damage from melee damage, but not from range damage. And the javelin throws from the Donzo are range damage and not melee damage. But they still do bonus damage against cavalry. He trying to find another opportunity to engage. No mining camp around this mining pit. So just get a good amount of passive gold income. Have you seen any more military camps? No, it doesn't look like it. Yep, just 1 out of 2 at the moment. Mining research for the Ottoman player. Antolin Hills will effectively give him now a level 2 mining research. Got some walls going up. Have a handful of Donzo here for protection. One of the archers do go down there. Good volley there. Javelin thrower is now advancing his way forward. Only a handful of spearmen here. They have been upgraded hardened spearmen research. Malian player is still pretty far from aging on up. We do see a round of cows. Also, the Grand Felonic corral is probably likely age up. Now get the Mahid Imperial Armory here. This, of course, give him access to free siege weapons. Stable going on up. It's not uncommon for Malian players to eventually go for sofas. More villagers collecting more berries there. Right now, it looks like the economies are quite even. They have similar villager numbers, so the extra mining pits are not being enough, as well as the extra cattle ranches for income. Granted, there's quite a bit of villagers also building here. Looking at a bit of wood and stone there. Got one idle villager here. Blue's trying to push his way forward. Blue does have a larger army when it comes to quality. Blue does have a higher quality. Imam there trying to grab some relics. He will die to a whole bunch of spears. Both throwing type and a handheld type. Grand Colony Corral not being put on the field. It's a good volley there. Palisade wall taking some damage. Archers pushing forward and does take a bit of damage there. Another javelin throw there. Does take out another archer. Archers are starting to retaliate a little bit. Elites on those walls there to get better traversement. Single Sapahi gets annihilated. There's still another Donzo here, which will cause some issues. Man Arm's going to be a pretty good unit right now, but Javelin Throwers do have higher base damage, effectively make them a bit more effective against armor than regular archers. Javelin Throwers getting intercepted by those Sapahi. We do have the Fortitude ability there. Actually, no, that's just increased attack speed from the meta. That's causing that glow effect. Handful of Blues villagers are right there. Musafati warriors being blown in the field, help engage those man-at-arms, but they will be countered by the archers, which are still here in decent numbers. We do now the veteran Spahi research now on the way for the Ottoman. And we do also have the veteran Musavati warrior and the veteran, what's that? Spring Garden placement. Veteran sofa. I don't know why I can never remember the icon for these sofa upgrades, because it looks like something more close to a man at arms or a Gilam. So we do now veteran sofa research. I'm assuming there's imported armor research. Sapahi are here. Sofas do not have imported armor just yet. Now we've also got the veteran javelin thrower. Sapahi push, or Sofas push forward. Sapahi does go down. He doesn't realize he does not fighting against import armor, so these Sofas could have been taken out by that force, so they're actually pretty wounded now thinking about it. Javelin throws push forward, gets a volley there onto those man-at-arms. We've got a bit of damage there. Villager's trying to fall on back. He does go ahead and camouflage with the Musafati warriors, but there's no scout in the region to spot them. Maganel fires, does get a bit of damage onto the Grand Fulani Crown. In fact, there's actually not a whole lot of cows. I mean, if those are some of those berries, he could perhaps migrate them to the deer deposit and to the berry deposit. But he does have alternative food sources for them to work on. Now also looking good for the Malian players, trying to build some more infrastructure. Outpost firing away with a single arrow slip. Musafati warriors straight forward, getting some good damage there. House getting splashed down there. He's also tasked all these villagers on the gold deposit. Maybe a good idea for the Maganel to try to stone the villagers. They don't have textiles. It'll take a couple volleys there. Sofa does get a bit of damage there on the Maganel. Red is starting to get overran these forces. Sofas only get a bonus damage versus infantry. It's only a very small amount, but not really a hard counter. Hard counter bonus, I should say. Something to make it so it does be a bit more effective against retain the same damage against infantry, like knights and lancers, while not able to fight other cavalry all too well. They also still don't get the charge attack whatsoever. You do get a charge animation, just no charge attack. Imam getting hacked apart there. I'm wondering if he was just idle there. Red has claimed 2 relics and picked up a 3rd. Blue has claimed no relics. Does have Imam in the build queue. Janissaries being deployed in the field. This relic can be put inside that mosque there. And probably a bad time to start trying to go to that mill that he just tasked. Villagers here getting hacked apart by the Musfati warriors. Trying to double layer the wooden walls. One villager does get hacked apart. And he could perhaps just get inside the town center there and let it clear out the Musfati warriors, which he does. And Spahi will be moved to engage more Spahi are down there. Sofas are now being engaged by some Janissaries. Best use some hoop throwers to get rid of them. This is the wrong game for that. Spahi taking a bit of damage there. And starting going down there. We've got the Sipahi receiving a bit of damage. And that Wolf Sipahi does go down as well. Sipahi charging against the villagers unsuccessfully. Does see a bit of Mangonel. Sipahi moving around. Villagers trying to rebuild these walls once again. They were entered by the Musfati warriors, but now Sofas are going to at least kill this one here, I think. And that one villager does escape on out of there. We now got these units pushed way forward, getting some damage there onto those villagers. The Spahi. Fortitude is not activated at the moment, which is probably a good idea if the Sofa's hacking them apart. Both players still in castaways. The Malian player almost has enough gold age on up. Needs a lot more food. Ottoman player has a bit of resource float as well, but nothing to age up with. Probably taking some losses here. And Red does retreat behind his walls. Oh, did he get Imam AoE healing? Let's switch to back and see the Vizier. We do actually have the Field Walk, the AoE healing for Imams. He must have did that to grab the relics. But at this point in time, the healing is being useful, but overall this upgrade does falls off pretty quick. Ideally, the things you want to go for is, of course, the fast training, and then you have one more point after this one, which I'm assuming is going to be fast training, which a couple good ones, trade bags and the advanced companies. I don't think he needs the Janissary company. This one is probably a good one to go for. He does have decent number of military schools in the field. So as all 4 can get this age. He's going to push forward, try and get the conversion ritual. Does not encapsulate all of them. Does save his walls going down. Mangonel's creeping his way forward with these various units. Now got the Janissaries firing away as well, and the Sofos look completely trapped in there. None of them lived. Got these forces pushing their way forward. Imam here will probably go down. Blue has mostly an army of Musafati warriors so fast. Oh, has actually veteran warrior scouts, I just realized. Veteran warrior scouts do, when they get upgraded veteran warrior scout, they get the +9 damage against range, which will be effective against Janissaries, but Janissaries are also going to be effective against them. I don't think they're going to be useful with all the Janissaries in the field. The Ottoman players really had going heavy in the Janissaries. Istanbul Observatory now being researched. You have a keep here. Now the keep is unupgraded, but still keep versus single Sipahi. So let's got that one, and there must be not enough space. Yep. Now looking at it, yeah, there's not enough space for a house. Sometimes the guy can never really tell. Bit of a shame there. He can always go for mining pit back here as well. I wonder if Blue's scouted out that region. Either way, there's a keep protecting that mining pit up there, so don't have to worry about that. And now the Ottoman player has aged on up. Malian player is very far from aging on up. Has not even only half the gold and nowhere not near enough food. Well, needed well over 2,000 food. The Malian player may want to really dig in, get his economy going, and then age up. The Malian player does have a larger military force in the field. The quality is higher, only by slightly, and the advance when the elite upgrades start hitting, then the quality is going to be probably in favor of red, technically. We now got the Janissary guns being researched. We do now have the Imam getting sliced up a little bit. Sofas and warrior scouts. No response here by Red. Red is torching out farms. Oh, Red's losing a large number of villagers here. This will even out the villagers count. The Malian economy may be better, but technically it's hard to gauge the secondary economies with the passive gold income, food income from the cows and mining pits versus the straight fabrication of units with the military academies. So the economies are probably very similar. Maybe in favor of the Ottoman player, honestly. One of the cattle ranches do get destroyed. None of the cows have been tipped over. Cow 1, 2, and 3 have been tipped over, which they can still be eaten. After all, when they tipped over the cows, they went ahead and go ahead and remove all the leather for them. Get a bit of damage. I just thought of a really stupid quality life change they could do. They could make the, since all the animals have explosive flesh upon killing them, they could just make it so that, yeah, like all their skin gets removed. They could make it so that as like gold and stone deposits get smaller as they get more mined up, they can make more and more exposed flesh as they start getting collected. Ooh, another round of villagers going down. Blue gets another nice pick there. Musafati warriors for Sipahi. Sipahi have excellent damage. Let's see, 20 versus 11. So roughly twice for the Sipahi, but attack speed it's only slightly faster, so the Sipahi still have probably still have higher attack speed. They also have higher base health. No, I actually don't really know who actually wins 1v1 combat between the two. Plus, he's just a veteran, so it's hard to say. Villagers getting hacked apart once again. Red is just bleeding villagers. Well, it's harder for them to bleed when they're dead. One villager does escape an outpost. He is the only survivor of his family. Good damage there. Over here, Sabahi now advancing the way forward, but gets body blocked by a single or pair of warrior scouts there, causing massive pathing issues, which actually made it so they ran away from the Donzo. I can't tell if that was good or bad pathing for Red at that point. Either way, Sabahi trying to engage the siege weapons. Villagers body block the Sabahi. One spring ball goes down. Ground throwers getting some good damage there. Those lose some of these siege weapons. I have no idea. Ugh. So many things went wrong for both sides. Orc of the Hunters now being deployed on the field along the flank here, so I'll help him keep his flank secured. And like I said, this may be still a good spot for a trade post. He does also have the keep over in this region, so maybe a good idea to go for traders that direction. Now we do have a red keep going on up after destroying the blue keep. This gold deposit has 7,500 gold remaining, so hardly any of the gold has been touched appropriately or inappropriately. We now have the Elite Warrior Scout research, which is an incredibly rare research, Elite Musvati research, and Elite Donzo. He's fighting against a good number of Sapahi, that would make sense. He is going to try to counter the Janissaries with these. Actually, no, he just made onto the Elite Warrior Scouts just simply to be everywhere. Warrior Scouts have horseman movement speed rather than scout movement speed, so they can be very difficult to pin down. And Sapahi, they are a heavier but slower horseman. Or they're still light cavalry. They can't move as fast as the Warrior Scouts, as well as other horsemen. These villagers going down to try and stall out. Let the Orc of the Huntress engage. Over here, we do now have the Janissaries and Sapahi pushing way forward. More Sapahi advancing. Gringolds gain some decent damage there. Janissaries firing over the trees here, gains some decent damage. Springald does go down there. Blues villagers need to get on out of there. Donzo spinning up in every single direction. We've still got a decent amount of siege weapons here for red, including a bombard, great bombard, which the warrior scouts will be very useful for this. He has a core Janissaries, so the elite warrior scouts will have trouble breaking through that. I don't think he has biology research either. He's starting to go for the precision training, gives Donzo's +6 range damage for the javelin throw. His archers +2 base damage, and javelin throwers +3 base damage. Donzo now overrunning. He has actually no dedicated counter to the mass Donzos. The mass Donzos actually doing some good work. So the Maganel's AoE damage doing quite good work. This Maganel needs to actually attack the Great Bombard. The AoE effect will be quite significant. The mass Donzo was actually quite successful right there. Got more chances to spawn field. They have high attack speed and good damage output, so they will be reasonable versus Donzo. Be a good idea to start a step away. Met turret getting sliced apart, so that will reduce their attack speed. So we're going to stand and fight. Donzo's now starting to fall back. We do have a culvert here to counter barrage. It does have 12 range. The Great Bombard has 11 range. The outpost going on up here. Mining Pit has 1,600 gold remaining. Wahi gets picked off a little bit. Got some villagers here trying to build some more wall segments. We got some Mustafati gunners on the field. Mustafati gunners are just a straight upgrade to regular hand cannoneers, giving them +3 damage and the camouflage ability. Their cost is still 240, but more slightly favored to gold rather than food. Rather than cost 120, 120, they cost 110, 130. So very technically gold is a little bit more perishable, but still very much worth it. We got the elite armor Texan on the way for the Malian player. Does that affect the javelin throw ability? We're at 1710. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Never really thought about, does that affect the javelin throw? Probably looked at 1.9. Janissaries took a pretty good volley there. Javelin throwers are good to counter the Janissaries. Janissaries have even shorter range than standard and cannoneers. Javelin throwers have pretty good range at 6. And now with the precision training they have, of course, increased damage as well. Culverins do pick off some of those siege weapons there. Reds keep taking severe damage. Imam's trying to heal up these units. No bowling over research. This keeps also has both its weapon placements going. And the elite armor attack does not affect the javelin throw ability. No additional Janissaries in the field, just one guy remaining left as his company. And what was his last, whatchamacallit? Vizier. He actually did go for Janissary companies, which I think that's a waste. One-time group of Janissaries is nice and all, but I think the other stuff can provide a bit more value over time. Well, it does provide more value over time. Got some elite warrior scouts here. Does have a bombard upgrade. He is trying to torch down this outpost. The fortitude ability, I believe, does increase attack speed for his torches. 7 villagers remaining there. Got a round of Donzo here with one Imam nearby. That Metro takes some severe damage. It was providing range damn armor. Sapahi now moving around. As villagers are getting stabbed a little bit. We now have a round of farms going on up. Cows have been set free. But the good doggies do not run away. Nor do they decide to play dead. Got 3 great bombards on the field, a 4th one on the way. Got the biology research elite mana arms research. Red has a keep here. Blue has warrior scouts getting sliced apart. Fortified outpost here. Going for a bombard placement as well. Rolling oil here. You know, for some reason I forgot the fact that Ottomans can get cannon upgrades, just not on their keep. Don't know why I didn't think they could never get a cannon upgrade. Villagers taking some damage there. A lot of damage. Up north we have now these Sapahi getting chased down by some warrior scouts. One red villagers to go down. Blue's at 99 villagers, now 100. Red has 120. And red will no longer have 120. Those villagers do get trapped and shanked. Outpost does go down there, so probably now engaging the warrior scouts. Some of these villagers will be going down. Blue does have town centers at the moment, so it does have some extra production queues going to replace the villagers. Mining pit under siege. There's actually still a small amount of gold remaining. Does get a mining pit down here, but we've got some berries in the way. We task a handful of villagers to collect those up. Got most of Donzo up army. Red has gotten all sacred sites there. More warrior scouts, more Musfati gunners. Only a handful of Musfati warriors. Got this force pushing along the flank. Trying to decapture this sacred site there. One does on the far side. Hope he just runs around for a sweet flank. Villagers trying to build some. Oh, running away from all those Sipahi. Blue's on its way forward. Got another keep going on up here to secure the flank. Gonzo flanking. Does get a good amount of damage there onto those Sipahi. Villagers being retasked a little bit precariously. This is going to go not great for Blue. Now those villagers are going down. Plus just kept them nearby in the fort. More great bombarders in a short for the keep. The mining pit's going to go on down. So tiny bit of gold there remaining. Red's going to try to seize it. Now siege here for Blue as well. 2 Culverin, 2 Mangonels, 1 Springald, 2 Bombards. While Red just has great Bombards and the Springalds. Those will take some damage there. Does go down. Got some elite warrior scouts engaging the elite Sipahi. A couple Musfati gunners being flanked. Got a number of spearmen here, elite spearmen. And of course the Janissaries. Probably now engaging the bombards. We're taking them out. Got some Musfati gunners to help them as well. The other bombard has gone down. The Mangonels take some damage. We do have the Fortitude activated there. Takes out most of the siege workers there for the Sipahi. Lose the ground arms trying to get cleaned on up. The Ottoman player does have a small reserve of resources, while the Malian player is scraping the bottom of the barrel at the moment. Lost a good number of villagers, so he just has less economy. Bombards too far away. Warrior scouts here in large numbers are overrun everything. Pulls back there. Doesn't like the engagement. They want to push forward for Culverins. Donzo takes a pretty good volley there. And now the Janissaries force a good counter to those warrior scouts, getting what, double damage against cavalry. Pretty much double damage. They also have absurdly high attack speed. Twice as fast, almost twice as fast as a Musfati gunner. Infrastructure's starting to go down the Malian player. Elite warrior scouts charging way forward. Will be intercepted by these various forces. There goes that market. Blue's on the back foot. Blue does have a larger military force in the field, but most of Red's, good chunk of Red's army is locked away in the Great Bombards, which are annihilating all the infrastructure very quickly. 600-pounders tend to do that. He's takes out one of those culverts. It's actually quite important. He's now down to one culvert. Lost two of them there. That's a big problem. He needs these counter siege, gets all the siege. The Great Bombards do decent work versus infantry as well, and everything's being annihilated. Do now the Elite Warrior Scouts coming for a pretty nice flank. Janissaries are gunning down. The Elite Warrior Scouts have a lot less health than other horsemen. Siege weapons starting going down. These Warrior Scouts over here were cleaned on top. We spotted gunners from before. Corbin gets picked on off by the Spring Gulls. This armor is just disintegrating. Has no food remaining, pretty much no gold remaining. Has far too much wood to remain. And yeah, and the Malian player does back the game now. The Zangrid saying, thanks for watching, and on to the next replay.